All right, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Excuse me, they doing fireworks all the way around. It's don't be no kids. It's be grown men in the neighborhood doing fireworks. I'm telling you, man. The amount of maturity in our black society is minimum right now. I mean, what grown 30, 40-year-old man got time to do fireworks? I can understand if you was doing it for the kids. Motherfuckers just playing around doing fireworks. I'm telling you, dude. It's crazy. But Courtney, I see you. Shout out to Birkin Boy for donating at Cash App. Appreciate the love, bro. Really do. Lathers, I see you. Courtney, I see you. Bud Crawford fan, salute. Versatile ENT, Do So 9, C4. Yeah, we in the building, man. So don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links in the description. If you ever got a business question, card response, video request, or you just want to chop it up, Twitter's the fastest way. Then IG, then Facebook. All those links in the description. Don't forget, if you want to make a donation, you can always hit the super chat during live streams and premieres. But my preference is PayPal or Cash App. That's in the description going across your screen as well. But my number one thing is just share the video. Appreciate it, man. Just share the videos. Big up. That's the next best thing you can do next to subscribing, because if you hit the bell icon button, it just seemed not to work on none of the channels that I run. So share the video. Fuck the bell icon. Just hit the share. Share somewhere on your Facebook, Twitter feed. I mean, you can screen record, whatever you want to do. I appreciate that. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your phone, specifically iPhones. Broke, half working, fully working, not working, a little bit working. Might be come on Tuesday, but not come back on Wednesday. They want to buy them. So you see the number across your screen, 936-225-2198. Also, you can follow them at Instagram, where they do primarily their most work. Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. Their website is in the description. Instagram link there too, but I don't think it was working last time, so check them out. Don't forget to check out our other sponsor, www.thehealthblaze.com. Use promo code Goodfellow Unboxing, get 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, toothpaste, deodorant, moisturizer bars, lip gloss, lip balm. They got you covered. 100% all natural products. Check them out, especially if you want to support black businesses. Both of these are black owned and operated, so we got to continue to support these brothers while they doing their thing out here. So healthblaze.com, that's in the description along with the promo code if you forget. So always check the description for my sources and my sponsors and my social media. Don't forget we got the Facebook group too. It's growing. So check out the Facebook group link as well. So we in here, man. So what we talk about today is some boxing. I was gonna do hip hop 101, but I'll save it for tomorrow. I didn't think I had enough good stuff to talk about today. So I'll wait tomorrow to talk about some things. So what is today? Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. So Teixeira calls out Crawford in a Ring TV or the Ring magazine. Ennis ducks Hooker, but he has responded. And Javier Fortuna, the lightweight bully, the Broad Street bully. Nobody trying to get that Fortuna smoke. So we'll talk about that. Markeith, salute. So I mean, we can start different ways here. I mean, we can start with Ennis. All right, since that's the latest and hot news. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to look out what he said. Give me a minute. I ain't have it pulled up. Look up exactly what he said. And he says that he said, okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened first. So I'm gonna go down the line. Okay. Carpenter said a welterweight matchup on the zone between Maurice Hooker and top prospect Jarron Ennis. Boots Ennis was proposed for later this year, but Ennis turned down the fight. Uh, Ennis has talks to Showtime, complicating the effort. So that's what said. Boots responded, "Cap, these bull getting false information. Y'all crazy. Y'all hurt that boy. Tell them to call Showtime and make it happen. I gladly welcome him to 147." So he called Cap. Uh, at the end of the day, it sounded like Carpenter actually was right here. Sometimes you got to just read it for what it is. He didn't say he was ducking because he didn't say he was ducking because he was scared. He said right here, He said, but Ennis turned down the fight. Ennis has ties to Showtime, complicating the efforts. That's what Carpenter said. Then Ennis says, tell them to call Showtime. So at the end of the day, let's talk about that. Why does Maurice Hooker, and y'all, a lot of people may not like it, L5 player. Why does Maurice Hooker have to call Showtime? Seriously, why does Maurice Hooker have to call Showtime? Maurice Hooker is the A side. Maurice Hooker don't need Jarron Ennis. People do notice that. Like, he doesn't need him. Ennis should be going over to the zone. Real talk. So if he tied to Showtime, he got a fight deal with Showtime. That's just complicating this shit more and more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he ducking or he ain't capable of beating Hooker, but that's complicating it more. First, you got a 15th rate promoter in Cameron Duncan, who used to be the manager at Top Rank. Now he can't get you no fights. Now somebody want to give you an opportunity at 147 versus a former world champion, but you tied down to Showtime. You can't go to the zone and get the bag. It sounds like he do got a network deal. It might be minimal. It might be a 3-4 fight deal for a little bit of nothing. So obviously, if he had to call Show, that means he do got a deal. So he has some type of network deal. I know Clarissa Shields got some type of ties there too. So I mean, it just seemed like bad fight, bad promoter, bad management. He can't fight on another network. He only can fight on Showtime. He can't get the big fights even on Showtime because his promoter don't have no ties. Like, come on. Maurice Hooker not leaving the zone to go to Showtime. Showtime don't have enough money. Even if you're saying the zone is broke, Maurice Hooker got a minimum he got to make, and I don't know what it is. Showtime is only good for Showbox and Charlo fights. In second rate, none of the PBC fighters want to fight on Showtime. Once you fight on Fox, ain't no going back. But it's just amazing. It's amazing how bad of a management that Ennis got. Where you don't even have the flexibility to fight on the zone. That's what it sounds like. You don't even have he can't get down with the PBC because he has a promoter. Cameron Duncan is not in a network of PBC. He's not in that sphere. Black Governor salute. E-Man salute. He's not in that sphere. He's not in that universe. This is a top ranked dude who still kind of got ties with Bob Arum, and that's why Ennis was on the show for a minute. I really didn't truly understand, what happened, but it seemed to be some conflict of interest with his contract, and it had something to do with Bob Arum. Once again, Cameron Duncan was the Al Heyman, the top rank for a while. He used to manage Timothy Bradley. He used to manage a lot of Bud. Basically every top ranked fighter. The majority of them had Cameron Duncan as the manager. Who's his manager? I'm not sure. I know Cameron Duncan is his promoter, and he signed a bad deal, straight up and down. And then he made a bad move by if he signed a network deal with Showtime. That was it's a good move, but it's a bad move at the same time. Now you don't have the flexibility to go somewhere else. Now you stuck fighting on Showbox in Ames, Iowa. Now you stuck fighting on Showbox, in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? It may come to a point where somebody might have to do like what a Top Rank did to Bud. They paid Matador Sports. They cut out of Bud purse in order to promote Bud. Same thing that Eddie Hearn did for Demetrius Andrade. Eddie Hearn signed Demetrius Andrade, was saving Demetrius Andrade. Andrade still owed them Italian people some money. Eddie Hearn did him a favor. So even if Eddie Hearn don't get Demetrius Andrade the fights he's looking for, every time he fight, he closer to paying, star banner boxing off. So there's a lot of stuff you don't understand. People think, this dude getting $4 million a fight. A lot of times, they probably being lucky if they bring home $1 million. Due to how contracts ain't, you pay a cut man, whoop-de-whoop, you come home with $2.5 million. No. Some promoters getting, 50% of people contracts, you know what I'm saying, a fight person. So, it is what it is. They said they was talking to sign up. They was talking to sign up with somebody major. Right now they have it. You see Devin Haney. He shopped and did the Chitlin circuit for a minute. He ended up signing with Eddie Hearn. He turned down Floyd. He turned down Al. I'm guessing he turned down Top Rank. He turned down a lot of other different people to sign with. And right now in the zone, he prepping for a big fight with Jorge Linares. And to be honest, I heard Jorge Linares and him could be fighting August, September, October. But it wasn't Devin Haney that sought out Jorge Linares. So when that fight get announced, if they still go through with it, it wasn't Devin Haney who sought him out. It was Jorge Linares who sought out that. He asked for Devin Haney because Ryan Garcia ducked him. Ryan Garcia wanted a tune-up before Jorge Linares. So that's what happened. So he wanted to fight Gesta, the fake Pacquiao lightweight, and he wanted to fight Abner Mares. You know, so now he got to hope that Linares beat Devin Haney to get that fight. So that's something, and I'll get to the lightweight when we talk about Fortuna a little bit more. But with Ennis, I don't know if Cameron Duncan got a cosign who he co-promote with, or is it like I said before, I don't think he could sign the top rank. I don't think he could sign the top rank because I think that's a conflict of interest. I got to look that up. So really, his only option is Eddie, Golden Boy, or Al. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, man, for all these these promotional companies, they don't have a good scout team. Bud, Nestor from the Boxing Voice, he spotted Bud before anybody else spotted him. That's crazy. You got Jarron Ennis that came out the Olympics. Okay, you didn't. They came out the amateurs. Okay, you didn't. How can I say you didn't win or you didn't go to the Olympics, but anybody that watch him fight, you could see the talent. So why wasn't PBC all over him? Why Top Rank wasn't all over him? It just don't seem like these boxing companies got a good eye for talent. They feel if you don't go to the Olympics, you're not a good talented fighter. That's how they feel. If you don't go to the in them days, it's over with. Everybody don't have an amateur style. Some of these people coming out the amateurs with a pro style. Zeus Shimmy came out the amateurs with 2 gold medals. He garbage. Mick Callan came out the amateurs with a gold medal. He garbage. The Rosario Ramirez guy, he pretty good. He got a gold medal, but he lost his professional debut. It happened. So did Bernard Hopkins. But they're only looking for guys that go to the Olympics and then they trying to say they good. How many Olympic qualifiers are topping the game? It ain't even no gold medal winners out here. Not like that. When Andre Ward was the last man to win a gold medal. A lot of these promoters still in the mindset. Zulu Mortal, Young Boy 47 salute. A lot of these dudes are still, these promoters still in the mindset if you don't get a gold medal, you don't qualify to the Olympics, you're not gonna be a good pro. You're not gonna have that. Them days is over with. You got dudes that skipping the Olympics now. Lubin, Colbert. You know what I'm saying? So, that's to be killing me. Just because you don't go to the Olympics, you don't deserve a major deal. They don't have no eye for talent. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. You got, Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? You got his whole gym. He could hire a team to scout. You look at Mayweather roster, and I don't mean to get off point, but you look at Mayweather roster, and it's garbage. You know what I'm saying? You had Terence Crawford hanging out there for years. He'd have been the best on the roster. He fucking around with Jalen Love and whoever else he had. Luis Arias Cubas. Cuba Arias. You know what I'm saying? You had Cobra hanging out here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you got a lot of guys hanging out there. Adrian Broner hung out there for a while. And Floyd could get none of these dudes on his promotional company. All these dudes that hung out there, man, he can get none of them. To be honest, 50 Cent put a better boxing stable together than Floyd did. He had Darrell, he had Billy Dibb, he had Yorkis Gamboa at the time. He put a better stable. That's before Tank and them got there. You got all these dudes out here that's walking around that's good. All of them. You got, Gary Anton Russell, bro, one of the best prospects out here. What is he doing? Al Heyman just having this motherfucker on the chitlin circuit. If he gonna be on the chitlin circuit, you feel what I'm saying? Why not be independent like Devin Haney and then come back and get a multi-million-dollar deal? I'm signing with Al, but I'm on the chitlin circuit like I'm independent. See you, salute. Be right, I see you. Make that sound sense. That's like you being Young Dolph and you on the chitlin circuit, you funding your whole tour, you funding your CD, you mixing, you playing it to get mixed, you playing for production, you paying for engineering, but you got a major label behind you. What's the point? What's the point if I gotta still do all the groundwork and the label, the promoter ain't doing nothing? All this talent you got, Richard Hitchens, one of the best prospects out here that nobody talk about. He on Mayweather Promotions just in the. I would never sign a Mayweather Promotions. Never. I signed the Dope Fiend Promotions before I signed. I signed to the local dummy boxing community promotions before I signed the Mayweather Promotions. And then Tank Boy Truck, one of them, he signs over there like an idiot. If I'm Ennis, I will never entertain an offer from Mayweather. I signed the Southern Moon Productions before I signed the Mayweather. And you know what hurt the worst? Mr. 21 Strong salute. You know what hurt the worst? When you sign, even in the music industry or in the boxing game, you sign to a brother and he fuck you like he fuck you like you a white boy. Like he fuck you out your money like a white boy would. See, a white boy get down on you and mess you out your money and play you like Bob Arum. You expect that to happen. In the back of your mind, you expect it. But for another brother to starve you out, for another brother to destroy your career, that's crazy. All this talent that was out here over the years, and he ended up with Tank, Badu Jack. And the talent he do got in Hitchison, he don't even want to promote him. Real talk. So really, you in this position, like, where do you go? You go to Eddie Hearn, who his family admitted they were slave traders. Eddie Hearn can't even get his fighters fights. He can't even get Billy Joe the Canelo fight. He can't even get Demetrius Andrade the Canelo fight. He can't even make Demetrius Andrade Billy Joe. So you can go over there with Eddie and get paid, but you're gonna be fighting motherfuckers like Arthur Kova. You're gonna be fighting bums. You ain't gonna be fighting nobody. You can go to Al and get paid, but you already know they got in-house protection, witness protection. You know what I'm saying? You could be like, I want to fight him, and if he say he don't want to fight you, he ain't gotta fight you. Only place you really can go that it depends. If you black, it may not happen like that for you. But the only place you can go in boxing that they can force somebody to fight you is Top Rank, and that ain't always the case. You know what I'm saying? Only reason Donaire fought Guillermo Rigondeaux is because motherfucker Donaire wanted to. Bob Arum told him not to. So you damn if you do dumb. So at this point, we talked about this yesterday. At this point, you got to go who give you the most money. Fuck the politics. It's going to be politics everywhere. Eddie can't get you no fight. Oscar don't promote black fighters. He act like they don't exist. Al Heyman he don't even make the best in-house fights. You going to get paid. You're going to get paid more with Al for other people ducking you than fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's the God honest truth. You can be the cash cow, or you can have a belt and other fighters around them will still duck you. Top Rank, if you ain't got the style or you ain't got the complexion for the protection or selection, Bob Arum won't make nothing happen for you. One of the reasons Teofimo Lopez getting Lomachenko is because he can sell him kind of as a Hispanic. If that was Devin Haney and he signed a Top Rank, they still wouldn't feed him to motherfucker Lomachenko. Bob Arum been doing that for years, bro. If it come down to fights that don't make a lot of sense, he not, especially if it's a Cuban, if you black, he ain't making shit happen for you. So now you in the position to Ennis, you got to go who give you the most money. Fuck the belts, fuck the politics. You're not gonna fight the best. You're not gonna fight the best. I don't know what James Tony promotion name is. I know he had a promotion company. So you go where the most money at, bro. Real talk. But as far as the fight, before I move on to Teixeira and Bud, like I said before, experienced fighter versus non-experienced fighter. You know what I'm saying? You got the experience in Boots. In a Hooker. You know what I'm saying? He should be improved with Bomac. They shooting these fireworks off like fucking kids. And these grown men probably. I can't stand the 4th of July. But with Hooker, we gotta see. I think if I'm fighting Ennis, what I seen last time, he don't do well with pressure. Even when he fought Gary Anton Russell, he didn't do well with pressure. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm them, I'm looking for, if I'm Bomac, my plan is for Hooker to sit down and walk him down with the jab, pressure him. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell him shoot the jab to the chest, shoot the jab to the stomach. I just tell him jab, and when I get close, touch the body, touch the head. He ain't been a hard 10. He ain't been a hard 12. You know what I'm saying? I would tell Hooker, don't even worry about chasing the head. I have him jabbing to the solar plex, jabbing to the stomach a little bit. And I'll just keep walking Ennis down. I will not let Ennis get a full head of steam. You know what I'm saying? I keep jabbing. To just keep jabbing, touching them to the body, touching them to the body. By the time we get to the 6th and 7th round, I see where we at. If we competitive or we dominating them, I stay with the game plan. Then I try to take them out later. But you can't let Ennis come forward and dictate what he's doing. Once he come forward, it's kind of like Loma coming forward. He gonna use angles. He gonna be slick. He gonna get off on you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna touch you to the body, touch you to the head, hit you with uppercut, hit you with hooks. He a switch hitter too. So I wouldn't let him come forward and get comfortable at all. I would tell Hooker to take that long jab and shove it down his throat, shove it through his chest, touch the body. I'll be doing, jabs, straight right hands to the body. You know what I'm saying? I just keep the pressure on him. Keep the pressure on him. I don't even want him to take a step back. If Ennis, throw some wild shit, that wild shit they be throwing is clean though. I try to tell him, roll up under that, hold him. You know what I'm saying? See where his inside game is at. That's his best hope. That's how you got to beat a dude like that. Just stand on the jab. Stand, walking him down with the jab. Walking him down, pressuring him, touching him to the body. Hold on. Pressuring him, touching him to the body. Um, pressure him to the body. You know what I'm saying? Obviously the more talented fighter is Ennis. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely the more talented fighter. I think Ennis, if he get past Hooker jab, it'll be interesting. Then touching him on the chin, touching him on the chest, touching him to the body, switch hitting. He the more talented fighter, in my opinion. And I would expect him to win the fight, to be honest. I like Hooker. I like what Bomac probably going to do with him, but I don't think Hooker control distance good enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he controlled the distance good enough. And obviously, fight somebody that's been fighting at the 147-pound limit longer than you have. But like I said before, I wouldn't bet on the fight. This would be a good step up for Ennis. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't bet on it. It's just my opinion on it. Experience versus talent. This would be a good step up for Ennis. But he gotta really get on. He really gotta outbox Hooker. You know what I'm saying? Just outbox him. Get on the front foot. Get past his jab. And Hooker don't maintain distance good at all. That's why Ramirez was able to get on the inside. And once you go on the inside, he versus Caicedo, he was able to shorten his shots up. Stuff of that nature. But Ramirez is nowhere near the talent level of Ennis. And Caicedo is nowhere near the talent level of Ennis. Not saying Ennis is a better fighter. He's just more talented. You know what I'm saying? Hand speed, head movement, footwork. You know what I'm saying? It's a totally different beast. Ramirez might can beat, Hooker and Ennis maybe can at this stage, but Hooker is a little bit more, Ennis a little bit more slick, and he's gonna be tougher to hit. Ramirez just walked through Hooker's shit, and Hooker couldn't really keep him off. The difference is, you could touch Jose Ramirez. He willing to take some to get his on the inside. The with um difference is with Ennis, he may not get touched on the inside. You know what I'm saying? He might not get touched coming in. He might be able to stay on the outside, slip, slick, dip, counter. He just gonna bring a whole different aspect to the game. And I don't think Hooker's fought nobody like him. He's too slick. You know what I'm saying? He too slick. He said, "What do you think about a fight between Gary and Fortuna?" It's a good fight. Salute Luther Ricky. I think I probably would favor Fortuna. But it sounds like it's a network thing. Regis, not Regis, but Maurice Hooker not coming over to 47. I mean, not coming over to Showtime. He got too much shit going on. It's Rock Nation, uh, Matchroom. Somebody else got him. I think he got 3 promotional companies, maybe 2, maybe 3. I think. So Ennis, if he strapped to Showtime, he just missed the opportunity. This might be an opportunity for him to get higher and get rated a lot higher. But I think the fight would just you know, be Ennis. It'd be Ennis being slick. I just don't think Hooker, he don't know how to maintain his distance. know what I'm saying? I just think Ennis too slick. If he had problems control the distance with Ramirez, and Ramirez is there to be hit. You know what I'm saying? Ramirez ain't doing too much shit special with his head movement. He can pick shots off, roll a little bit, but Ramirez just walked right through what he had. This time, this dude ain't gonna walk through. He gonna lose angles. He gonna step over. He gonna dip. He gonna counter. He gonna slide. He gonna touch him to the body. He gonna switch hit. But Hooker got to count on experience. He got to try to persevere the first 6 rounds, and then he get to the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th championship rounds. Then maybe he can take Ennis out of his truth. But it's a fight that I definitely want to see. I think I would be more entertained by that fight than the Regis fight, just because we finally get a chance to see Ennis, step up a bit. Maurice Hooker and Regis proves nothing. It don't prove somebody gonna go on to be champions. They are what they are. They're too limited fighters. I said that about Regis. Regis too small for 47. He know it. He limited. You know what I'm saying? He a tough guy. He took a lot of punishment versus Josh Taylor. He tough, but he limited. Hooker, he limited. He not going to 47, getting no title no time soon. And that's just the God honest truth. So, Regis Progress probably won't get a title at 47 either, unless Errol Spence fall off the face of the earth. Pacquiao, Shawn Porter, Keith Thurman, Ugas. Who else we got up there? Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to get no title no time soon. Even if Ramirez and Taylor come up there, I don't think he can get a title neither. So, like I said before, I don't see neither one of them touching the title again unless it's a secondary title. But, at the end of the day, that is what it is. But I keep hearing this dude, Fortuna, didn't take a dive again. He said, I keep hearing this dude, Fortuna, didn't he take a dive against that? They was about to rob that motherfucker, Fortuna. I ain't mad at Fortuna taking a dive. I was live for that fight. That's when Earl Spence fought at the Frisco versus Ocampo. Fortuna was beating up Granados, and they started taking points away from Fortuna, and Fortuna just took a dive before they robbed him. I ain't mad at him because Texas has been cheating for Mexicans for a long time. So Fortuna, he made the right deal. He made the right deal. I hate to say it, but they were about to rob Fortuna. They kept taking points away for whatever, hitting behind the head, holding. They took some points away from a few fighters for doing the same thing. So that is what it is. Why the hell's Regis figure he got so much clout? I don't know who been pumping his head up, bro. All these dudes in 360 boxing deal just like the rap game. He said, not Ennis, this dumbass team that make poor decisions already. If he is signing to Showtime, he can't move. Steven Espinoza desperate. He ain't letting none of his big fighters move. I don't even think Clarissa got a deal on Showtime because she can fight on his own. But Regis is getting set up by DeBella. His fight, he's fighting Ashker. Yeah, that dude got a lot of knockouts. He beat Michael Fox. I think that's his name. I call him Michael Fox. And his brother Lantes Fox actually fought Demetrius Andrade and lost on HBO. So yeah, so it is what it is. So Barashnik supposed to be fighting Zepeda in like a title eliminator or some shit like that. So yeah. So why the hell Ennis turned down the fight? The DAZN was offering more money. I think he got a deal with Showtime. That's what it sounds like. So he can't move unless Steven Espinoza get him to get, or the executives get him to say so. So he can't move if he got a deal. That's why. And Showtime ain't letting nobody move. Corrales didn't stop Fortuna. Who stopped Fortuna then? Damn, who stopped Fortuna? I swear it was Javier for Corrales. Somebody stopped Fortuna. Was it Machado? I don't know. Who stopped Fortuna then? Because I know Fortuna got stopped. Yeah, he got stopped by somebody. He got stopped by Jason Sosa? Wow. How the fuck you get stopped by Jason Sosa, sorry ass? That motherfucker been stopped 3 times. Lomachenko. The motherfucker lost to old ass Gamboa, and he got stopped by McGill Burchetta, dog. And Nicholas Walters beat his ass, even though they called that a majority draw. I remember that fight. I'm talking about Jason Sosa. Damn, I thought Fortuna Show got shot by Corrales. He got stopped by Jason Sosa? I don't know, bro. I don't know what was going on that night. I mean, why the fuck Granados or Robbie Jr. struggled with this? Maybe he had problems making weight. Or he said back in China 6 years ago. First race salute. Yeah, I know he lost his titles. One of the motherfuckers he lost his title to, I remember. He said he dove out the ring. Yeah, he had to. They was about to rob him. I remember I was watching that. I was live during that shit. W2K fan. They straight about to rob that motherfucker. He said, I don't know. He tried. Man, please. He beat the shit out of Luke Campbell. That's why Luke Campbell ducking then. Why Luke Campbell ducking then? If he trashed, why Ryan Garcia ducking then? That's what I'm saying. Devin Haney didn't want to go down Fortuna Street, neither. So if he trash, I want to know why these dudes don't want to fight him. Come on, he truly is the mandatory. Devin Haney went out his way. My shoulder. He put a Bernard Hopkins. My shoulder. My shoulder. That motherfucker pulled a Hopkins. Oh, I think it's out. It fell out there. Oh, my shoulder. It fell out. Man, please. They know what time it is with Fortuna. Fortuna, a rough, a tough fighter. He pack a little bit of power. He awkward. I ain't trying to fight that motherfucker. WBC doing Devin Haney a solids after they after the Lomachenko situation. That if you want to fight Lomachenko, Fortuna the perfect guy to get ready for it. That awkward, rough and rugged type of shit he be doing, them motherfuckers ain't want no smoke. I think they like it's a what you mean it's a waste of time? It's a fucking title eliminator. What are you talking about? Y'all kill me with y'all motherfucking excuses for these hoe ass fighters. He was the mandatory for Devin Haney. Why it didn't happen? All of a sudden, this motherfucker say, my shoulder. My shoulder. Come on, man. Like I said before, and I'm consistent across this. I ain't never seen nobody duck no easy money. I ain't never seen nobody in the hood not want to get no easy money. Granados just got knocked out. What do you need to rematch Granados for? The PBC punching bag. What he need to rematch Granados for? And it definitely won't be in Texas. He's beating Granados' ass until they started trying to rob him. Be killing me. Oh, Luke Campbell, that was your opposing fight, not Luke Campbell trying to get out there. Oh, come on, man. He was gonna beat the dog walking shit out of sorry ass Luke Campbell. I'm telling y'all, dog. He's gonna make Luke Campbell quit. I'm not saying Fortuna the greatest fighter. His style was just like it's Emmanuel Augustus style. Like, man, that dude was just tough to fight. Awkward, bolo. I don't know what to call this style. He's just a tough fight. Headbutt, elbows. It's like fighting a more rhythmic. You know, I don't say rhythm. It's like fighting a mini Shawn Porter, bro. He like fighting him, and I did hear Al kind of running the checkup on him a little bit. But hey, we know how Al get down. If Al gonna send you some fighter, he gonna want the best money for it. Yeah, he did beat Robert Jr. And I like Robert Jr. Man, I fuck with him like tough. He said Ryan ducked him too. Yeah, he ducked. I mean, if Ryan ain't gonna fight Jorge Linares, you know, why would he fight Fortuna? I'm not saying for Linares ain't an overall better fighter of his career, but you know, Linares is nothing special. He got fast hands, solid power, but you know his face has always been cut easy. And you know you can knock him out. Fortuna just like I would hate fighting a dude. But I just thought with Devin Haney fighting Santiago, that was a perfect dude to get ready for Fortuna. But guess what? Fortuna is all risk, no reward. I get it. It's no reward for being Fortuna. You're supposed to be Fortuna. Fortuna is a high risk, low reward type fighter. So you know I try to look at it from all perspectives, man. I get it. So I'm not mad they ducking Fortuna. I can give a fuck less. I just wanted to make some money off Fortuna and Luke Campbell. I give a fuck less about Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? But since we're talking about Fortuna, I was going to end off with that, but y'all took it there. We'll end off with Bud and some questions. Little girl trying to go to a hotel party and ain't no parent there. Who she thought I was? Dumb diddy daddy dumb. Teenagers always trying to act funny. They act like I wasn't a teenager before. That wasn't too long ago. See, my mama trusted me. I was responsible. Real talk. See, females will let their daughter do what the fuck they want to do. That's why it's important to have 2-parent households. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you niggas, man, that don't got your kids, man, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. You gotta have 2-parent households, bro. Because women, well, I'm gonna tell you something about women. This free game right here, free 99, bro. Before I move on, talk about Fortuna. Women, when they have a kid, they want the benefits of getting the money, the child support, nickel and dime you here and there. But also after, a certain amount of time of taking having the kids, especially if they don't have a consistent babysitter or big mama won't take care of them. When they get older, when they can get rid of a kid, they can get rid of a kid. Like, oh, you can go see females just want to get a kid out their face. And that's why they end up pregnant, or that's why they end up impregnating somebody else. They don't care, and then they want to look stupid. As a father figure, you got to be like the filter. You got to be like that dish strainer in the fucking sink. When all that bullshit try to go down the sink on not the non-garbage disposal side, you got to filter it out. They gonna hate you now, but later they gonna thank you. See, being a father, whatever you is, stepfather, father, or father figure, it's like it's like an annuity. It's like a 401k pension. You don't fucking benefit from it right now, but down the line they gonna thank. Usually when we dead in the dirt, we get our flowers as men. You know what I'm saying? Hey, my pops was good, man. I appreciate my pops. My pops did this, that, and the third. You the enemy. You gotta be the enemy now. Down the line, when you dead, when you went, I wanna see my Uncle Charles. When you go meet you at the crossroad, Uncle Charles and Easy E, that's when they give us our motherfucking that's when they give us our damn our flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's what we signed up for. But yeah, let's talk about Fortuna, man. He said they do things in spite of the daddy if they aren't together. Oh yeah, that's the beginning stages. When the child get older, then it get better. Trust me. But yeah, talking about Fortuna. Like I said, it's a tough fight. I don't blame motherfuckers for fighting. I'll keep it real with you. I don't blame people for not fighting Fortuna. That's a tough fight. Elbows and throw them bows, headbutts, and that nigga like, man, who want to fight Fortuna and Shawn Porter? Seriously. If I had to, I might make a list and put it on Twitter. The top 10 fighters that I wouldn't want to fight. Not because they so good, but I got to figure out a list. Like, you can call it like the Shawn Porter list. My list would include, just off thinking, my top 10 pound for pound fighters that I wouldn't want to fight because of their style. I got to think of a name. Shawn Porter, Javier Fortuna, Drizero Corrales, Arizona Lara will be somewhere in my top 10. Straight up and down. Somewhere in my top 10, them four dudes, I would never want to fight them. Maybe I'll call it the Emmanuel Augustus list. I would never want to fight them 4 fighters, bro. I would not want my young fighter fighting them. If you can persevere versus one of them 4, man, I hate them. I mean, it's tough to watch too. Corey Lee, salute. Shout out to Corey Lee. Hey man, I gotta think about my other 6. Trout probably can be on there. I probably wouldn't put Trout on. He is tough. But them 4 right there, Drizero Corrales, Fortuna, Lara, and Shawn Porter, I wouldn't want to fight them motherfuckers. Blow champ, salute. I ain't trying to fight none of them, get hit behind the head, get elbowed. Man, Copy Box say you got punched like 20 times. You come out looking like Martin in that episode where his face was lumped up. I ain't trying to fight none of them. I had Lara Canelo 114. Toledo, yeah, he in there. But I'm just talking about strictly on them. Toledo then. I remember, hey dude, I love watching smaller weight classes. But I remember Toledo beat Juanma Lopez the first time, bro. He beat it. I think it was the first time. He fucked him up so bad. This motherfucker. I'm sorry, dog. I remember this shit like it was yesterday. He beat his. I think he might have stopped him. I can't remember which fight. I think they fought twice. I can't remember what fight it was, But Salido beat his ass so bad because Lopez was undefeated. Lopez was accusing the judge of gambling on the fight and cheating him. I swear to God, bro. If you go back and find that fight, I can't remember which fight it was. They suspended that motherfucker in Puerto Rico too for saying that the judge, the referee was betting on the fight, so he cheated and stopped him early. I will never, I would never, I would never forget that fight, bro. That nigga Lopez was like, I don't know Spanish, but I know when a motherfucker says some shit he ain't supposed to say. That motherfucker, he looked at the ref, and they translated it, and I'm like, oh, he gonna get suspended, bro. That was the funniest shit. I'm telling you, bro, boxing was better. Like right around that time, that's kind of when it kind of turned. But he said he was like the ref cheated. He gambled on the fight. That's why he stopped the fight, man. This motherfucker Salido had this nigga jaw on the floor like he was a cartoon, bro. I don't know who all ever watched that fight before. I promise you, go back and watch both of the fights they had because I believe they fought twice. And Salido beat him twice. And that shit was funny. He went to Puerto Rico. And Salido brought that motherfucking Mexican Tabasco sauce. He worked Wama ass. Wama was the man at the time too. This ain't the Wama that was old and beat up and shit. This nigga was undefeated. Salido came in. That motherfucker had that nigga accusing the ref of cheat gambling and shit. Yeah, he got the break. I like Lopez too. People forget Salido beat up Robert Guerrero until it got overturned because he had an adverse drug test. No, I ain't speak on Bud yet. I'm gonna get there. He said, "Yeah, Jamil Charlo wish he can go back in time and not fight Tony Harrison." Yeah, I knew that fight was gonna happen before it happened. I reported that. His man, one of his dudes close to me, told him they used to hype Wama. Yeah, man, Wama was the man. The fight to make was him and Gamboa. That's the fight everybody wanted to see. Bob Aaron would not make that fight, bro. Raise on salute. Wama was the man though. You know, he was knocking motherfuckers. He was killing shit that move. He was the man though. I watched him fight all the time. Him, Rocky Martinez, Mikey Garcia. Before most people jumped on the Mikey Garcia train. Yeah, I always watched, man. I always watched the smaller weight classes, man. I was always in the smaller weight classes. They wasn't on like they used to be on now. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? To get on TV in a smaller weight class, especially be the main event, you had to be fucking good. Wasn't no bullshit ass fights, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I watched all that shit, bro. I was a huge Mikey fan down to the lower weight classes, man. Shit, when Rocky Martinez and Salido fought, man, on the Mayweather, it was Mayweather Berto undercard. Man, that was a class. That whole undercard was classic. I didn't feel bad that I went to the movie theater and watched that shit. That whole undercard was better than that undercard was the best pay-per-view undercard that I probably seen all last decade. Maybe except for Canelo Floyd undercard. But that fucking was crack. George Groves and Badu Jack went at it. That was a dope ass, man. Whoever put that undercard together for Mayweather and PBC, that was man. The main event wasn't shit, but I felt that if I had paid $100 for that shit, I would have felt I got my money's worth. I would have felt that I got my motherfucking money's worth. Real talk. Man, that undercard, man, I might go back and watch that shit tonight. I might go back and watch that shit tonight. I think I knew you are the best. Yeah, I think I knew you are the best at 118. Hell yeah, bro. Man, I used to live for boxing, man. Early 2000s, I wish I had a YouTube page then if it was started. I had a passion for boxing, bro. A passion. Mikhail Kessler, Joe Calzaghe, Calzaghe, Lacey, Bernard, Winky Wright, Summer Nights to watch that shit. I remember I couldn't stand Current Centron because he did the same thing Fortuna did. Jumped out the ring versus Paul Williams. I remember Margarito, Paul Williams. Man, boxing used to be on top of the game in the early 2000s, man. Especially Showtime had some good shit. Timothy Bradley, Lamont Peterson was a good fight. Y'all don't know, man. People be thinking I'll be hating on boxing because, my opinion be so hardcore, but I'm just comparing it to what it was, man. Remember Angulo and Kirkland fought in Mexico. Kirkland and Glenn Tapia was a good fight. Man. I'm telling you, man. Mikael Cotto and Shane Mosley was a good fight. Man. Had some good ass fights, dog. Really did, man. Boxing, man. Boxing was on, man. I wish I had a YouTube page in 2000s, bro. I religiously watched that shit. Religiously. Now it's a bunch of woke boxers. You ain't lying, bro. Everybody business and number set. Everybody accountants. I just hold on. He said I just watched Hooker and Ramirez. I'm gonna get back to Fortuna. He said I just re hold on. I can't even find that comment. He said Jamal Henderson said I just watched Ramirez and Hooker. Bro really ended the fight off of 5 straight 1-2s. Hey man, you know it ain't no 2 without the 1. The 1 is the most important punch in boxing. No. Real talk. Mosey Margarito was a good man. That shit was good because he beat the shit out of his cheating ass. But with Fortuna, I think all them capable of beating Fortuna. I think Ryan capable. I think Luke capable. I think Devin capable. But why go down the road where I'm not gonna get credit? You know what I'm saying, for doing what I do. I'm gonna take a lot of punishment. Why go down that road? So I understand it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Devin is gonna fight Jorge. Jorge chose Devin because Ryan didn't want to fight, and he gonna get more credit for being Jorge Linares than being Devin, than being Fortuna. So I get it. It's a high risk, low reward type fight. Fortuna dangerous for anybody. Remember, Tank ducked them. Motherfuckers forget Tank ducked Fortuna. Zach 34 salute. Q-tip salute. Tank duck Fortuna. I just bought I think my girl just bought 10 M95 man, whatever the fuck they call them. We went to the mall today. We went to go to the Cheesecake Factory, but they don't open up for sit down until I think tomorrow. And so we end up going to this joint called Black Rock out in Novi. I'm thinking about moving out there. And you able to cook your steak on this rock, this hot ass rock. I ain't get it. I got me some chicken and waffles. Them bitches bang. But with Fortuna, he dangerous for anybody. Tank ducked that motherfucker. I think it was when it was when one of them fighters pulled off, one of those Hispanic fighters pulled off the card, and Fortuna was fighting on the same undercard, and they didn't want to fight him on short notice. So yeah, Tank ducked him. You know what I'm saying? Tank didn't want to fight Fortuna neither, and it was on short notice. But when you going around saying you the cash cow, you the best fighter at 30, 26, 35, you supposed to be fighting dudes like Fortuna. You supposed to be taking them how they come. Tank would, and truth be told, Tank will never fight Jurgio Corrales. And Cobra, the prospect, fought Jurgio Corrales. Tank would have never fought him. Adam Mars it was. All right. Push quote say Ryan is a stiff board like Broner with fast hands. Look forward to seeing him flat on the canvas. Don't see the style other people see. Till this day, I've never seen him duck a punch. I don't think Broner was stiff though. Definitely at the beginning, he wasn't really stiff as Ryan. Maybe because he wasn't as tall. I would say Amir Khan is the more comp as far as how stiff and how straight up he was. And Oscar was a stiff fighter as well, but Oscar had great feet. You know what I'm saying? And Oscar had exceptional hands. Oscar just can fight. So Oscar didn't have to be like super duper slick. Oscar just whoop your ass and take your name afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Now he'll rub your ass and get your number afterwards. So, like I said before, I would say Ryan Garcia compares to Amir Khan. He'd be happy if he had a career Amir Khan had, to be honest. And that's just the guy on the show. I'm not hating on the dude or nothing like that. But, you know what I'm saying? The way he throw winged shots, his chin go up in the air, they got to teach him how to be slick. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion on it. But Oscar was cold on me. Oscar was a great fighter. One of the best jabs, great left hook, good hand speed, good footwork. Oscar was a good fighter, good chin. Oscar is a Hall of Fame. He's one of the greatest to ever do it. Say what you want to say about his person. I don't know if Fortuna beats any of them, but those fighters are missing out on a much needed experience. Fortuna beating Luke Campbell, straight up and down. If my money on it, he beat Luke Campbell. He beat I think he beat Luke Campbell and he beats Ryan Garcia right now. Straight up and down. Devin Haney, I think, he good. He'll figure it out. I think Linares probably figure it out. So I do think, and I think T.O. beat him. I think Loma beat him. I think Tank still beat Fortuna. That'd be a tough fight for Tank. And I think Fortuna is southpaw too, if my memory serves me correctly. Yeah, I'm picking Fortuna. Yeah, Luke don't have no dog in him, bro. Luke is like Luke don't have that extra gear. If Luke had that extra gear, where Luke would have some balls, he has some dog in him. Luke would probably be the biggest puncher at 135. You know what I'm saying? He bigger than everybody else too. I seen a picture of him and Loma. I mean, him and Tio standing next to each other. He way bigger than Teofimo Lopez. He got the power. You know what I'm saying? He just got his heart pump Kool-Aid. He don't even pump great Kool-Aid. He pumped like the Hawaiian blue Kool-Aid. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, Luke. Yeah, Mendy. He ended up coming back, beat Mendy. Mendy just dogged him. Mendy roughed him up. He dogged him. He took his heart. He couldn't hang. That same thing Fortuna gonna do. Yep. Mendy gave, I think, Victor Postal a tough fight too, to be honest. But he like one of them damn journeymans that tough. Mendy tough. Yeah, Mendy is a tough fighter, you know what I'm saying? But like I said before, we'll see. Fortuna didn't even get to fight with Tank on the same card. So, it is what it is. So I look forward to seeing, what happened next. I was told that him and Luke was still on, but I'm not sure about that. So, but down there, it'd be interesting, man. I think we'll see. I think Ryan and Devin and T.O. gonna have a whole totally another different life at 40 and up. I'm just interested to see who to be the best one. And then also you got some wild cards there. You got Colbert, you got Hitchison, you got Anton Russell. I mean, fucked up thing about it when we talking about the great fighters, the potential for the great fighters down there. Because think about it, from 30 to 40 right now, you got Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson. You got Christopher Colbert. You got Gervonta Davis. You got Teofimo Lopez. You got Devin Haney. You got Ryan Garcia. You got, at 40, Anton Russell, Richardson Hitchison, Mario Barrios. You know what I'm saying? So you got 9 really good fighters, young fighters I can think of from 30 to 35 to 40. You want to throw Burchett in there? I don't really see him going to 40. That, in all actuality, we may not even see them fight each other, even if they all in the same division at the same time. Sad thing about it. But let's talk about Teixeira. This is what I was going to start off with, but, I think this is the way, like the Maladorian. This is the way. That's my show. Talk about this is the way. All right. Teixeira offers Terence Crawford a history-making opportunity the 24th of June by Ryan O'Hara on ringtv.com, excuse me. He says, Terence Crawford is one of, let's start off with I'm going to read the entire article. Few fighters in the world are willing to call out Terence Bud Crawford. Say hello to one of them, junior middleweight WBO titleist Patrick Teixeira. Patrick Teixeira, a 29-year-old southpaw from Brazil. Teixeira is 31, 1-22 knockouts. His only loss was coming by stoppage to Curtis Stevens at middleweight, by the way. I think scored his biggest win of his career last November when he outpointed Carlos Adames in an upset victory to win his first belt. Says fight with Crawford is a dream matchup. Terence Crawford is one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. I think a fight with him would be terrific for boxing. Teixeira told the Ring. Of course, he's in a smaller weight class, so we would probably have to meet at 54, but I would be a big fight for both of us, and one of that the hardcore fans are really going to enjoy. Crawford of Omaha, Nebraska, has won titles in 3 weight classes, including the undisputed junior welterweight championship, has yet to have a marquee fight despite his impressive accomplishments and like Teixeira, Crawford 36-0 with 27 knockout fights as a southpaw, but is also able to switch stances as fluently as anyone in the sports. Teixeira is down for the challenge. I want to fight Crawford, he says. I'd be delighted to get that fight, and I think there's a great chance that the fight is taking place. Ever since Crawford was promoted by Top Rank, made his debut at welterweight in June, and stopped former titleist Jeff Me So Horny. Jeff Horn in 9 rounds to win the WBO belt. Fans have been clamoring for a unification fight with 2-belt title holder Earl the Pussy Spence Jr. However, the problem, which is part of the course of boxing, is getting the fight made. Meanwhile, Crawford, who has stopped 10 of his last 11 opponents, has become increasingly frustrated. But Crawford has option. He can wait for a significant fight at welterweight or move up a division. If Crawford wins, he would join a list of all-time greats who has also won titles at lightweight, junior middleweight, including Oscar De La Hoya, Roberto Duran, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Sugar Shane Mosley, Manny Pacquiao, and the late great Pernell Whitaker. From a legacy standpoint, it sounds like an incredible idea for Crawford to take that calculated risk. Teixeira is promoted by Golden Boy Promotion, insists that he wants to follow up the company's motto of the best fighting the best. I have a title. I don't want to defend the belts against just a random guy. I want to fight the best there is, and Crawford is the man. He continued. It's going to be a hard fight, a really challenging fight, and Crawford is tremendously talented. I see myself out pointing Crawford. It's going to be a really hard to knock a guy out like Crawford. So, yeah, I mean, Teixeira is a good fighter, tall guy. I mean, let's check his dimensions. Um, he's a big guy. The only guy ever beat him and stop him was Curtis Stevens. Curtis Stevenson packs one of the biggest punches in the sport of boxing. He's 29 years old, and I'm kind of give you a backstory here. He almost 6 feet. He's 5'11 and a half, 76 inch and a half reach. So he has a 2.5 inch advantage in reach, and he got like almost a 4-inch advantage in height. But we all know that height really don't matter in boxing because these dudes don't know how to fight tall. He's from Brazil. Notable victories over Adames, Nathaniel Gallimore. He had a loss to Curtis Stevens. Before that, he beat Patrick Aloiti, whatever his name is. He didn't fought somebody as well too of recent. Yeah, he got KO'd by Jaime Munguia. Other than that, I don't see too many other names that people really would recognize on his resume. But yeah, this was actually kind of let you guys on a secret is that if Adames had beat Teixeira, Top Rank was going to make Carlos Adames versus Terence Crawford. Even Crawford talked about that in the interview he did with Brian Custer. So they was going to do Adames and Crawford for the WBO belt. Now, one of the things that I don't understand is here, for my PBC fanatics, my PBC fanboys, my man fans, the ones that can't get over that Deontay Wilder actually lost. This is one of the things that I need to know. Okay, one of the things I need to know is that Brian Carlos Castaños was supposed to be fighting Teixeira. Okay, I'm not sure if he went back home. He not ready, but it was mandated. PBC petitioned for Carlos Castaños to become the mandatory for Teixeira's belt. They mandated the fight. They were supposed to fight like May something, and Castaños was supposed to get the final missing piece of the puzzle, known as the WBO for PBC. So Charlo Rosario or whoever or him, they can all unify the belt. So I don't know what happened with the Castaños fight. Now Teixeira's calling out Crawford. Now some people say Baby Mama's boy is saying that Ugas has ducked the opportunity of fighting Crawford and will fight Mikey Garcia for the regular WBA belt. I got somebody fact checking that. I don't ever believe what Baby Mama boy say, but I did understand today that Alexander Bruce Putin B sample came back negative. Now, Bruce Putin was ordered to fight Ugas for the regular WBA title. Ugas, accepted on social media, but Bob Arum talked him out of fighting Bruce Putin, and he gave him a fight versus Mike Dallas Jr. and promised Ugas a title down the line. So at the end of the day, Ugas should be in a position to fight for the regular title. I don't know if Mikey is going to be the guy or if the story is completely true. So it wouldn't shock me. You know what I'm saying? But I got somebody fact checking it. So maybe by tomorrow morning or later tonight, I know what's going on. So I know people going to probably ask me in the chat, have I heard something? But yeah, Kell Brook is out. He ducking. So if Ugas pull out, so this might have to be the move. It's a dangerous fight. I know he had a good fight with Adames. Where I think he drop Adames or did he get dropped? I think he got dropped and got off the canvas and beat Carlos Adames. But you talking about a dude that's few inches taller, longer than you. It should be an interesting fight. It's a risk. And it's funny that Crawford, if he do take the risk, Crawford would now have had a title at 35, competed for a title at 40, won all of them, won a title at 47, and then he go up to 154 pounds to take a title. Then what they gonna say about him? You know what I'm saying? Then what they gonna say? PBC not gonna acknowledge the WBO belt again? That's the thing about it. What they gonna not acknowledge it again? Because they said they want to do undisputed. You know what I'm saying? They put Carlos Castanos in a position to get the belt from Teixeira. So now Bud got the belt. They gonna count it again? Because they don't count the WBO another weight class but 54. So he gonna have moved up 4 weight classes. He only 2 or 3 years older than Spence. He gonna have won 4 if he beat Teixeira, which is not a 100% thing. If he beat Teixeira and he won 4 different titles in 4 different weight classes, how can you even compare what Spence did? You can't. He didn't unify. He didn't been in lineal at 2 weight classes. Like I said before, man. And people say, "Oh, he not doing this. He not doing this." I didn't even know he knocked out his last 10 of 11 opponents. He stopped them. Everybody at welterweight he didn't fought. He didn't stop. Pacquiao couldn't stop Jeff Horn. He stopped him. And it's crazy, man. This dude is really getting hated on for fighting for legacy, for wanting to fight the best. He said he want to fight Spence. It's an excuse. Oh, Bob don't want to do this. This guy don't want to do this. This guy. It's an excuse. People say they want the fighter to fight the best. They want the best to fight the best. How can he not like Crawford? Name me one nigga Crawford duck. You can't. Name me somebody that say I want to fight Crawford. Like Crawford said, he take them as they come. Earl Spence, the one that's ducking them. That's just the truth. Derek James, no, you can tell the way they talk, but a lot of dudes don't. They let their pride get in the way. At the end of the day, I don't let my pride get in the way. If Earl Spence going there and beat Crawford, I'm gonna tip my hat to him. And Postal got put on the ground 2 times. People forget that. And this dude is getting hated on because he's a threat to Earl Spence. That's just what it boiled down to. He's a threat to Earl Spence. That's it. People already know what type of ass whooping coming. They already know. Just like when order number 1 at fucking McDonald's. It come with fries and it come with a fucking Coke. They know what's gonna happen. But this is one of the things that you can spot a beta male. You can spot a female. When you see old boy get on the internet, y'all know what I'm talking about. Crying, talking about, oh, Tyson Fury tried to kill Deontay Wilder. Like, dude, this shit happened in February. Everything that's going on with the pandemic, the spike in corona cases, you know what I'm saying? Everything that's going on. This dude still crying about Deontay. Of course he trying to kill him. What the fuck you mean? KLBK, killed or be killed. That's what type of sport we in. You saw he licked his blood? Of course he was trying to kill him. Every time Mike Tyson stepped in the ring, he tried to kill him. You forget Deontay Wilder said, I want to catch a body. Remember he said that? I want to catch a body? And you turn around and crying about Tyson Fury, talking about he was trying to kill him. Damn right he was trying to kill him. You get a free opportunity to kill the black man and not go to jail for it. What you mean? Fury a racist, we all know that. LA 12 salute. Trevor, no, we all okay. If he tried that, if I'm getting into a fight, hey, I'm trying to get him up out of there too. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Robinson killed somebody with a left hook. It might sound malicious, It's like it's anybody that played football or got into a combat sport. You don't go in the octagon. You don't go in the square circle. You don't go in as the field as Kobe, as LA-12, as Jay, as Jamal, or D-Ray. You don't go into the field. You go into your alter ego. You know, your competitive nature side in sports that are physical and that compromise your health. You going in there you going there crazy. Ain't no same person going on the football field in the boxing ring. Nobody. Your animalistic side come out. What was it? Mortal Kombat Annihilation? When he was turned into werewolves and they were turned into fucking dragons and shit. Come on, what you expect? The hurt game. It's the hurt business. Same thing with football. It's the hurt business. MMA is the hurt business. Boxing is the hurt business. You know, you got to be able to, and I could tell a lot of these dudes ain't never competed at nothing. They ain't never played no football. They ain't competed. You know what I'm saying? Of course he trying to go in there and knock his dick in the dirt. I mean, come on, that's what you go in there to do. I ain't going there to give him a back massage and a pedicure and a manicure. But the same thing, these are the same dudes that just make excuse after excuse after this. Like, nigga, even if this man went in there and beat his ass, even if Crawford went in there and actually physically put a whooping on Crawford, they gonna come over and say, oh, it's a car accident. I just can't stand bitch niggas like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? That just can't take their L, bro. Just give them credit. Yeah, man, he did. They can't get nobody credit. They can't stand to be wrong. Okay, nobody's perfect. Well, you know, Errol got to do this, he got to do that. Man, come on, just be real. Just say it. Earl Spence is a scary motherfucker. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't like you saying Candyman, 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 Candyman. Like Deontay Wilder lost. Say it with me. Deontay Wilder lost to Tyson Fury. In my opinion, he lost twice. It's okay, you live to fight another day. They get on here and make all these excuses. Oh, his knuckle wasn't. Oh, he this that. Oh, you blame Deontay Wilder coach and whoever went to go check his gloves. They don't ever want to push no blame on Al Heyman. Courtney, salute. You know, but like I said before, if this man go up and fight and win another belt at another weight class, I don't hear nobody ever talk about this nigga again. Because Keith Thurman's scary ass scared to move up to his original weight class. Earl Spence scared to go up to 54, and that's where his ass belong. Shawn Porter is scared to go back up there. Only person that really truly moved up over there is Ugas, Figueroa, Adrian Broner, who else? Danny Garcia is the only top guys I can think that truly moved up. When Shawn Porter, Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, all of them should have fought 5-6 years ago, bro. Real talk, should have fought 3 or 4 years ago. And all they doing is holding up the division. You talking about dudes that's fought as high as middleweight. Earl fought at middleweight when he fought Chris Van Deer. Shawn Porter's been as high as light heavyweight as a pro. Keith Thurman's fought at 54, and they run away from a lightweight. This man, if he take this challenge and move up, I don't want to hear nobody ever say nothing else. And don't give me that Canelo shit neither. He ain't loading his glove. He ain't stacking his wraps. He ain't taking no juice as far as we concerned. He ain't got no corrupt judges. He legitimately winning fights clearly. Something that Canelo has not done consistently. Only time Canelo dominated clearly is versus old ass Angulo, old ass Kirkland. When he fight Lara, it wasn't dominant. When he fought Trout, it wasn't a dominant, clear victory. When he fought Golovkin twice, Cornial, it wasn't clear victories. When he fought Kovalev, he was struggling and losing to Kovalev, some people's opinion. Kovalev wasn't even trying to fight. He took a dive. Let's keep it real. So who really taking them how they come and creating separation? It ain't even close. Every time Canelo step up and fight somebody formidable, it's close. You can make a decision that he lost. Let's keep it real. 3 or 4 years ago, we would probably tell him to fight Billy Joe Saunders, or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, he said no. Eric Gomez said, we already fought that style before. Come on. Canelo ain't taking them how they come. He ain't never earned a position to be in. How you earn something? You got to you lost 12-0. 12-0 you lost to Floyd Mayweather. Errol Spence gonna get a round or two. Bud gonna get a round or two at least. He lost to every round, bro. How's that earning your keep? His first big fight, he lost every round. And at the time, they were saying that he was on that shit, and Floyd just didn't care. He was gonna beat him regardless. Come on, man. Who truly taking them how they come? Ain't too many people in boxing. And beating them soundly. And stopped 10 of his last 11 opponents. Danny Garcia been cherry picking for a long time. What's his knockout ratio? Errol Spence last 2 fights since he stepped up, then went the distance. Keith Thurman, ever since he got a little bit of fame, he started trying to fight amateur style, win points. Pacquiao had a knockout since 1955 before he stopped Lucas Matisse. It don't even sound like Castano gonna get the fight. That's what it sounds. It don't sound like Castanos might be trapped over there in Argentina. It don't even sound. I don't know what his situation is, but I would agree because Castanos is a hell of a fighter. He beat Errol Spence in the amateurs too. Don't forget that. He was the only dude that had Sergey Derevchenko an L in the World Series of Boxing. He only had 4 or 5 fights over there. Derevchenko had 24 fights. His only loss came to Castanos. Now he did have a little bit of trouble with Lara, but he made Lara an entertaining fighter. But it's funny, man, like how this dude is just blatantly hated, and all he do is want to prove that he the best. But it's a bad time in boxing to prove that you want to be the best. Real talk, it's a bad time in boxing to prove you can want to be the best all you want to. But if you ain't got nobody in a promotional company that want to be the best, don't these one. And I'm just convinced. Do they go into these boxer meetings and these promoters managers talk them out of it? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm convinced about. That's what I'm truly convinced. But like under the day, man, they gonna find any way to hate on somebody, bro. Deontay go across the street and fight Tyson Fury, meet him in the middle of the street. He get hate. But you turn around and they praise Golovkin. How can you praise Golovkin? How? Golovkin's best win is 2 robberies. A robbery over Jacob, I was there that night. A robbery over Derevchenko. They turn around and tear Wilder down and push the Golovkin up. And Golovkin ain't did shit. Let's keep it funky. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 100. Come on. They turn around and say, oh, Jorge Linares 2 or 3 years ago, Jorge Linares is a pound-for-pound fighter. Where? Who did he beat? He got stopped by DeMarco. He got stopped by Thompson. He got stopped again, too. They talking about he beat Corolla. He a pound-for-pound fighter. Get out of here. And he ducked Denchinian. That's how Mikey got the WBC belt. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Just the timing, like I said before, man, boxing it's just a weird ass space. Crawford can't go up to 160. That's just too much. But shout out to Shawn. He can't make that weight. He can't hold that weight. That's too much. That's too much. If they get Canelo to come down, that's still a tough fight. What Floyd did, I don't understand. I don't think people gonna understand how special what Floyd did. That's a tough fight. Yeah, did not Oscar call out, man. Oscar don't have no jurisdiction over there. Everybody in the industry know what it is, man. Even people in front of the scenes, behind the scenes, everybody know what it is. Everybody know who ducking who. Everybody. It's just taboo to speak on it. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is, bro. Too much skill. He don't have a southpaw advantage in Errol Spence. What advantage do we got over Bud? People say size. That's not even an advantage no more. Unless they move up to 54 fight. Size is not an advantage. Why is it not an advantage? Errol Spence is behind. He stayed long enough at 47. That's why his power dropping. That's why his speed dropping. That's why his reflexes dropping. If Errol Spence comfortably makes 47, he stops Mikey Garcia. If he comfortably make 47, I think he may even stop Shawn Porter later. You know what I'm saying? He can't make the weight no more. Anybody that know boxing, you could tell a fighter that's drained. He been telling us why to sit in the sauna. I can tell by his face, even in that Shawn Porter fight, you can just tell he was stuck in sand, bro. Anybody that know boxing, he was just stuck. It's time for him to move up. And some lucky soul is gonna catch him slipping. They're gonna put him to sleep. Watch what I tell you. Somebody gonna put him to sleep if he don't move up soon. He gotta move up. He gotta test him where he bone dry. He can say, "Oh, I'm only gotta lose this amount of weight." Man, you just need to move up. But he don't have no advantages over Bud right now, none. Now if he showed that he changed his diet and he showed a lively Errol Spence at 47, and he gonna stick with his nutrition plan, then maybe that is the thing to do. Maybe he is more dangerous. But what I've seen over his last couple fights, I see a drained guy. And I'm not saying that Errol Spence still ain't Errol Spence. I'm just saying that something need to change. And when you 30 years old trying to make 147, and you also used to play football, I don't know how him and Shawn make the weight. I don't know how him and Shawn make the weight. You know what I'm saying? Even if you only 5'9" or 5'6", that's tough. In a longevity, when you cutting weight that hard, that's gonna cut years off Errol Spence's career. Not only are you draining the water out of your brain, you drain the water out your body, you take a punishment on top of that. This is why Bernard is still able to have his faculties. This is why Floyd is still able to have his faculties. This is why Andre is still able to have his faculties about him, because they fought at a weight that they were comfortable at. They didn't get too high. They stayed right around with it. It's discipline. It's discipline. People don't understand the weight cut, how bad that is in boxing, how much years they cut off your career. 10-8 salute. You're losing too much water. When you start to lose water, that's a problem. Your brain's sitting water. You want to know why you have headaches sometimes? Not enough oxygen and water in the brain. Sometimes it's very important for you to go outside and just get you an hour of airtime. You ain't got an hour, get you 10 minutes of sun. You know what I'm saying? What you got to do is open your mouth wide, open your nostrils up, breathe in, breathe out, get that oxygen in your brain. Watch your headaches are cut. You know what I'm saying? You start getting that vitamin C on your skin. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel more revitalized. And that's the good thing about me having a dog, because I got to walk him. I'm not one of those typical black dog owners. And I might even do a video about black dog owners one day. I'm not one of your typical black dog owners that just let their dog sit in their backyard. Matter of fact, my dogs don't even live in my house. They live in my house. So if it ain't raining or anything like that, my dogs get their exercise. Even in the wintertime, when I'm not sick, Miles get out there, he get his exercise. I make sure he stay tight. Because that's the reason, somebody got the oldest golden retriever 20 years. Exercise. That's the key. While he exercises and running around, I'm chasing him or whatever. We walk, I'm getting my sun, I'm getting my oxygen, all that shit. Real talk. He say, why Bob haven't reached out to Trout? Man, I'm ain't about trying to fight no Trout, bro. This makes no sense. It's a fight that makes no sense. It makes no sense. You want to send Trout over, but they don't want to send nobody else over. It just makes no sense. This just makes no sense. None. Leave that to Danny Garcia or like one of them dudes. But at the end of the day, he do step up and fight Teixeira. It's a dangerous fight. That's a big guy. Everybody got their limits. Well, what was that, Batman? I can't remember what superhero movie they were saying. Everybody got their limits. And Teixeira's a big guy. He fought at middleweight too. At the end of the day, Crawford is gonna have to be perfect. When you move up, when you move up and fight a bigger man, speed, skill, intellect, and you gotta hit and don't get hit. Unless you really supposed to be at that way. Unless you Roberto Duran, you know what I'm saying, or somebody like that that naturally has that body type that can move up and just a dog. When you move up and fight the bigger guy, it's speed, intellect, hit and don't get hit. And you really gotta be perfect. Straight up and down. Real talk. Yeah, Stevens knocked him out. Stevens carry a punch. You see, Golovkin got in there and started boxing him. What do you think about Fury leaving his man? I ain't know nothing about that, bro. Somebody was asking me, I care less about what Fury got. Dope dealer, crackhead, crack dealer. I don't know much about that, bro. So I don't know much about him. It sound like I heard it was a joint decision between him and Bob. That's their personal business. I don't know much about it. But, I do know that niggas about to start giving Crawford his credit. Especially these fake pro-black niggas, man. He go up here and fight Teixeira and beat him. I ain't trying to hear nothing else. I ain't trying to hear nothing else. I want to start hearing, J-Rock want to fight him. Erickson Lubin want to fight him. Nah, motherfucker. Now y'all want to come across the street. Nah, give us Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Shawn Porter? Shawn Porter went hella quiet. He lost it. He got fired on his day off the other day. Inside PBC, it gone. It's gone. It's been a long time. I see you again. It's over with. It gone. We're PBC inside PBC. It gone. It can't go. It gone. Oh, Barry's at the 20. The 5. He gone. Like when you see Walter Payton or Gil Sayers in the open field, he gone. He gone. I don't know what he gonna do now. Him and Abner Mares, they're going to get out there and fight somebody. He gone. But, like I said before, man, Crawford fights Sherry. He might not have no other option. Because I heard it's true about Ugas. He pulled out. If that's true, we'll see how many people make videos about him. Then ain't no Kell Brook because he acting like a bitch. I mean, this motherfucker might be shadow boxing on ESPN, bro. Joe Tessitore. You know what I'm saying? Tonight, we have a main event of Terence Crawford hitting the pads with Bomac tonight. What you think about it, Timothy Bradley? I think this is going to be the most exciting event of all time. We have never, ever seen a main event where a fighter just hits the pads with their trainer and hit the bag. I'm very, very interested to see how many rounds the pads in the bag can win against Terence Crawford. Mark Kriegel. Yes, this is a interesting fight, Obviously, we would like to see an opponent in the ring with Terence Crawford, but Kell Brook, he ducked. Teixeira just didn't happen, and Ugas just chose to go for a regular title instead of fighting for a real title today, Joe. But I'm very interested to see what type of pads Bomac uses, and if they're going to use a rival bag, a Grant bag, an Everlast bag, and will he hit the speed bag as well too? But back to you, Joe. Motherfucker gonna be in here shadow boxing. Even Crawford with 54 and gets the title. That's not the best dude in the division. Charlo ain't even the best dude in the division. That's subjective. Charlo ain't even the best dude in the division. That's hella subjective. He lost to Tony Harrison. He was the 15th best guy in the division. Willie Nelson stopped him. The first time, the only time. So, like I said before, who said Charlo the best in the division? He was getting outboxed by John Jackson. He got beat up by Vadas Monterosian. If anything, people can make the case that Rosario might be the best in the division. He may not be the best. That's still not determined to see. Who the fuck Charlo beat to be the best in the division, bro? He struggled with Austin Trout. Him and his brother. Who said Charlo the best in the division? He ain't shit neither. And don't forget, he called out Charlo. And Charlo ain't said shit since. He said, when Earl beat him, I want to see the look on your face. You got to fight somebody to beat somebody. What you talking about? Y'all keep saying, when he beat him. This nigga about to go to a 4th weight class. Earl Spence that moved out. Y'all like motherfucking Christians, man. Real talk. Y'all like these religious going motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep believing Jesus gonna come back. You keep believing some motherfucker high in the sky it's gonna save your ass, man. Errol Spence ain't getting in the ring, man. Get the fuck out of here. The motherfucker he'd rather go crash the car. Real talk. He'd rather go crash the car before fight this dude. He said Charlo gonna be Rosario. Let's see. Let's see. Y'all act like who Charlo best win, bro? Who Jamil Charlo best win? Who? Who he won the title from? I mean, let's start off there, bro. I got a couple more minutes. Who did Jamil Charlo win the title from? Who did Jamil Charlo win it from? Don't fucking Wikipedia. Don't Google it. Don't buy. Who did Jamil Charlo win his title from, bro? Come on, man. You see why I can't get nobody to debate me? He won a vacant belt from John Jackson, bro. He won a vacant belt from John Jackson, bro. Come on, man. Y'all niggas be trying to challenge me and don't even know basic boxing shit, bro. Like shit that just happened like 5 years ago. So like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Rosario beat him. I'm just saying, I favor Charlo as well. But it wouldn't even surprise me if Charlo lost. He ain't beat nobody, bro. He beat Charles Hadley. This nigga fighting in like when Charles Hadley fighting in Barnes and Nobles and shit. This nigga fighting him in fucking he fighting in motherfucking he fighting in motherfucking ballrooms and shit before the pandemic. This motherfucking fighting in crack houses in Dallas. My man Harrison and Lubin up there, man. Get out of here, man. Tony Harrison was a bum. Remember y'all was telling me that? Oh man, why he fighting this bum? Oh, don't give me that. Nah, I ain't trying to hear that. Y'all don't try to elevate a nigga. Nah, y'all niggas was Lubin. What is he? Who is Lubin beat? Who is Lubin beat? Do 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 Lubin beat? Who did Lubin beat? Who did Lubin beat? Please give me your name. What's your phone number? I'm telling you, though, this was too easy, bro. Who did he beat? Ooh! Who did Lubin beat up of them 54 crew? Nobody! No! I ain't trying to hear about no potential. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit, nigga. It's a one-word question or one-answer question, bro. Nobody. He ain't no nah. He ain't fighting niggas I fight. He ain't fought nobody, man. Trick Daddy fought better competition than him. Stop it. Stop putting these niggas on pedestal. They ain't done nothing, dog. And don't give me that. Why did he sign with Top Rank? Because you ain't got to sign with PBC. Keith Thurman and Errol Spence signed to PBC. Why they ain't fight? Why? They on the same side of the street. Why they ain't fight? Why they ain't fight? Why? If it matter who you sign with, why Keith Thurman came? They won't force him to fight Errol Spence. Why? Please tell me why. Why? Johnny lost a loop. You know, I ain't trying to fight Andrade. Yeah, Southpaw, Wong, Slick. Her stop Harrison ass. And what else you want? And that ain't the question. You just said why he signed over here. I'm telling you, Keith Thurman signed on the same side of Errol Spence. Errol Spence can't even get Keith Thurman to say hi to him. Come on. He could even get Shawn Porter to fight him in March. Shawn Porter and him fought a week apart. He had to wait till September to fight Shawn Porter. He couldn't even get Danny Garcia to get in the ring with him 2 years ago. Danny Garcia hiding up under beds and shit, crying in his hotel room. Just speaking facts. And he stopped Harrison. And Willie Nelson stopped Harrison. Oh, you want a cookie? You proving my point. People kill me. You proving my point. None of these dudes. Man, get out of here. Please stop being Captain Save a PBC hoe. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. Don't save them. Errol like, I don't want to be saved. He don't want to be saved. He said, Al can't force these fighters to fight. He can only advise. Bob Arum make these motherfuckers fight. You don't fight Bob Arum, go Nicholas Walters your ass. I'll take a few questions, bro. I didn't school these niggas. I ain't got my computer open. I ain't really looking at surfing on my web. It's just bars, man. I don't know everything but bars. He said Thurman ducked Earl. Okay, he on the same side of the street. Why that fight didn't happen then? Please tell me that. Why that fight didn't happen then on the same side of the street? Bobby Arum can make fights happen when he want them to happen because he'll put your ass on the shelf. That's the difference. I ain't a Bob Arum fan at all, but I'm just saying. Dana White got the same power. Thurman running, not Earl. Don't matter. He only say why Earl signed the motherfucking PBC? Why he signed the PBC if he can't get the fight? He can't have access to the fighters. Joseph Salute, come on, man. You're not making no sense. So if I'm Crawford, why I'm signing over there? I'm not gonna get the fight regardless. I can sign an ESPN and get signed to a network deal where they gotta pay me a minimum, where I know how much I'm getting. I know where I'm fighting. PBC fighters don't even know when they fighting. Come on. Russell Santa Cruz, another pair. Tank and Fortuna, another pair. Dude, like I said before, man, you can't school me, bro. Especially with this fake ass local dummy boxing ego and Dante Boxing Nation fake ass narrative, bro. You can't. Come on, man. You can't school me. I don't have a horse in the race. That's the difference between me and them. I don't have a horse in the race. I don't. I don't care. If Earl and Terence fight, I don't care if Terence lose. It doesn't matter to me. It's not my son. It's not my dog. It's not my girlfriend. It's not my homie. It's not my pet. It makes me no difference. It makes me no. He lose, I'm still gonna piss. I'm still gonna shit. I'm still gonna watch TV. I'm still gonna get pussy. It changes nothing. Y'all niggas, I like to see your face. And I've been wrong plenty of times, and I'm proud to admit it. And not one time have I hid my face like some of these other mark ass dudes. Like, get out of here. I don't care. I don't have a dog in the race. I can care less. I just want to see the fight. I don't have an interest in the stake. Top Rank don't pay me. PBC don't. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Legitimately. I just want to see the best fight the best. Legitimately. I should be really called the best fight the best. That should be like my AKA. I'm that nigga. When Wilder was looking funny when he was supposed to negotiate with AJ, he pulled out. I kept it 100. I'm not scared to admit that I picked Kilbrook over Earl Spence. He was winning at first. Boss. I'm scared to admit I picked Kovalev to be Ward twice. Scared to admit that shit. It is what it is. I can take my L. I took plenty of L's in life, bro. I took the L's how they came. They came high, they came low, they came mid, they came fast, they came hard, they came slow. Shit, man, I don't even care. That's the difference, man. I can take what Joshua Greer say. Shout out to him. I fuck with him. I take my wins like I take my losses. I never get too high. When I'm winning, I never stay too high. When I'm losing, I never get too low or try not to get too low. Because I know when the rain fall off and the clouds clear up, the sun gonna shine. And one day the clouds gonna cover the sun and it's gonna rain, it's gonna storm, it's gonna snow, all that. It's gonna happen. That's the difference between me and them. I can take my L. I ain't gonna make no excuses. I don't care. If Earl win, he black. I'm happy. A nigga won. Now, white boy get in there and beat him during Black History Month, then we got another problem. You know what I'm saying? But they both black. Why would I be mad? All I'm saying is, it's a great fight. I'm just hyped. It's a great fight. That's it. I want to get the feeling that I got when I first started. Really as a teenager, get really watching boxing, bro. Paul Williams, Martinez, Trinidad, De La Hoya, Winky, Shane, Zab, Amir, Madonna, Ortiz, Madonna, Morales. I want to see that shit. Kitelnik, Alexander, Matisse, Alexander, Timothy Bradley, Lamont Peterson. That's all I'm asking for. I ain't asking for them. I ain't asking for the most. Kirkland, Angulo, Kirkland, Tapia, Lara, Kirkland. I just want to see them type of fights. Margarito, Paul Williams. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see the best fight the best. It ain't gotta be a high profile fight. If you're the best in your division, I want to see it. I want to see you prove it, bro. I want to see you prove it. That's it. I ain't asking for that much, man. If it's international, I'm there. Alzagi, Kessler, I'm there. Well, whoever the best fight, I don't care where you from. I'm there. Chad Dawson beat up Thomas Adamick, beat up Antonio Tarver. I think he beat up Glenn Johnson. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I've been a hardcore boxing fan. Now I ain't just pop up and just was a boxing fan on Tuesday. You feel me? I've been doing this shit. I've been watching this shit way before I spoke on it. Feel me? So, you know what it is? He said Earl we ain't gonna be in a relationship. If he win, he win. I'm gonna give him his credit. When have I not gave a fighter his credit for winning? Y'all kill me like that's gonna stop my day. Like, oh my God, I can't breathe. I'm dying inside. Earl Spence, it's the big one, Elizabeth. Fuck out of here, dude. I got bigger problems and bills to pay and you know what I'm saying? Worry about niggas trying to take my head off my shoulders every time I step. I got bigger problems. Boxing is not I got 99 problems. Boxing ain't one. Niggas killed me, dog. Y'all live for this shit, man. Oh man, I'd be surprised if he take the fight. For real. I'd be surprised if he take the fight. That's word to the mother. I'd be surprised if he take the fight. Y'all make every excuse for this motherfucker. Oh, I can't see myself leaving the division. I'm gonna fight this guy, that guy, this guy. Like, come on, man. We know who making the excuses up, bro. This ain't even if you win, we know who stalled him out. Stalled him out, D. We know who it is. But a lot of y'all dudes choose not to want to admit it. It's cool with me. I ain't here to win no popularity contest. A lot of y'all won't admit it. Y'all won't. No matter how many times I play himself contradicting himself, Bob Brown won't give them to me. It's all smoking. Bob says make the fight. Oh, I got a pedicure, a manicure. I got to meet with racist ass Jerry Jones about buying my next 10,000 tickets. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. I ain't trying to hear that, bro. This nigga going the distance with lightweights, bro. Come on, man. He called Shawn Porter in shape street fighter. Told Shawn I wasn't trying to fight. I wasn't trying to hurt Mikey. I wanted to show my boxing skills off. So you made me pay, or you made niggas pay because I ain't pay for that shit. You made niggas pay $75 to watch you motherfucker give a nigga a Swedish massage. Stop it. Just listen to some of the stupid shit that he say. Y'all sit here and believe it though. I wasn't trying to hurt Mikey Garcia. So I guess they want him to be like Tyson. I guess they want that's how they want Tyson Fury to be. I didn't want to hurt Deontay Wilder. It's the hurt business. What you mean you ain't trying to hurt Mikey Garcia? I'm pretty sure he wanted to hurt you. Oh, I'm gonna stop Shawn. Oh, Shawn easy work. Well, I'm gonna get the easy belt. He went in there. It was the toughest fight of his career. So if that's the easy belt, then what's Bud? What's Keith Thurman? What's 154 pounds? It's an L. Capital, lowercase, middle case. It's an L. But y'all sit here and just say, believe anything this dumbass nigga say. And who the biggest ducks on the block? PBC. Ryan Garcia fit right on in. Get him a Duck Letterman jacket, a Mighty Duck Letterman jacket. Come on, man. Y'all talk about Keith Thurman, but this motherfucker running from Bud. What's the difference? What's the difference? Talk about Danny Garcia ducking and choosing his fights. What's the difference? The one fight we want to have, I don't care if it's one belt, two belts, no belts. We know who the best two in the division is, right? And they gonna let this man move up another weight class to 154 pounds. And y'all still gonna discredit him? just because he ain't the popular pick. That's just let you know who real and who not real. When I found out that Earl was a ducking asshole ass nigga, I was like, hey man, apologize to Crawford, whoop de whoop. And I found out, okay, I was wrong. Now look at Errol Spence. I pray to God he lose to Danny Garcia, bro. Or I pray to whoever. He lose to Danny Garcia, I'll be happy. It serves him right. It serves him. I hope Danny Garcia knock his teeth out his mouth. Right into the front row. Knock him into his mother's lap. I hope he don't never fight again. Hope he put a Prince Nazim Hamad. Hope he never fight because we don't need punks like that in boxing. He's a whole manipulator. And I hope Derrick James keep his day job too because he worked 2 jobs. Real talk. I mean that. I mean that in every malicious way, in every motherfucking syllable. Because I'm tired of hoe ass niggas like him in boxing. David Benavidez, Caleb Plant don't want to fight. This, that, and the third. When it comes, Caleb Plant, let's negotiate a fight. Oh, I'm not ready yet. But then he go out to fight hype. Oh, I knock him out. This punk, man, can't respect it. Trouble. Cinnamon. Where's Cinnamon? Cinnamon sent a contract for $15 million. Cinnamon sent a contract, Uncommon Sense Salute. He sent a contract for $15 million. Oh, I want 20. Yeah, fuck out of here, man. I'll fight Demetrius Andrade. He sent a contract for 7. Nope. He sent a contract for $10 million. Oh no, my people say don't. Come on, shut up, man. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Then y'all sit here and y'all shit on Gary Russell, right? He want to fight the best, but ain't nobody sticking up for Gary Russell. Ain't nobody making no videos about how Santa Cruz a hoe. He want to fight the best, but he don't get no credit. So it's fashionable, it's trending to be a hoe ass nigga. I'm just telling you, man. In real life, to be a bitch ass nigga, and in boxing to be a bitch ass nigga, because the real don't get no respect. The real don't get no respect. All the real boxers get all the hate. All the ones that want to fight the best get all the hate. Deontay Wilder, Gary Russell, I'm probably missing a couple other ones. They taking them how they come. They seeking out to fight the best. Adrian Broner, he sought out to fight the best. They need more Broners. They need more Wilders. They need more Gary Russells over there. But hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man. Everybody, everybody want to get mad. They want to take. They just want to take the popular side. Like, nigga, just open your eyes, bro. You don't need no inside information, bro. We got the hoes and we got the real ones. And so it's the whole section is almost to capacity. And ain't too many real dudes out here no more in boxing. Ain't nobody seeking to fight the best. Straight up and down. Ain't nobody seeking to fight the best. And you know what the problem is? You hoe ass niggas out here that think that way, that co-sign these niggas, y'all enable them to be able to do it. Y'all enable them. Y'all enable them to move the way they want to move. The number one problem with boxing is the hoe ass fans that co-sign this shit. Real talk. Real talk. It's the fans that co-sign this shit. The fans are in the reason. They go out here and they put spaghetti versus lasagna on TV. Y'all gonna still watch it regardless. No matter what, y'all gonna watch it regardless. They treat us the way they treat us because they don't respect our buying power. They don't respect our viewership. And then y'all still fuck with the hoe ass fighters though. That's my whole thing. Y'all still get behind these dudes, man. I don't care what you is, Mexican, white, black, man. I'm fucking with the dudes that really trying to move the way I support boxing to move, the Brother BFs, the Wilders, you know what I'm saying? That's the dudes I mess with, the Gary Russells, the Crawfords. I like them not because necessarily just a fighting style. I like them because they want to fight the best. It makes me know you can celebrate a loss. I can give a fuck less. But I'm not celebrating no whole shit, bro. Straight up and down. When Wilder peeled that whole shit and he didn't want to sign that contract to the DAZN, hey, man, I kept it 100. But it is what it is. Let me get out here. Appreciate y'all, man. Share the videos, man. One time for the one time. We gone.